Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Classes with Me. In today's video, we will understand one of the most important topic in SQL point of view, that is case when. If you are like preparing to become a data analyst or learning SQL, or I would say working on a real project, then this topic is a must learn kind of thing. Why I am saying this? Because these questions are mostly used by, I would say, real data analyst, because I have personally used it. Plus this questions, the questions from this topic, I mean to say, are mostly asked from the interview point of view. I mean from recruiter point of view, recruiter's favorite topic, you would say that, like, it won't be wrong to say this. So let's talk about this thing in both theoretical part and practical part. So before jumping into the practical part, anyhow, you can see the table in front of me. There I have rows and columns. So before jumping into the practical part, let's talk something about the theoretical part. Also, let's know one thing, like how do we write the syntax. Do we have to write case when, if else kind of thing? Let us learn about this thing. So in theoretical part, I would say case when is used to apply conditions in SQL. You can think of like this, like in programming or in Python language, especially like you are becoming a data analyst, then Python for data analyst is must. So in this way, I would say, like, if you are learning this if else in programming, or if formula in Excel, that is if formula as well, if and ifs, ifs, right? This is the same thing. How do we use in SQL? In SQL, we do case when. In programming language, we do if else, or in Excel, it's all about if and ifs. So in simple words, we can say case when help us make decision in SQL queries, right? Even though we can give placeholders as well. Placeholder means, example, if the price is greater than 100, then costly. If the price is less than 100, then cheap, like that. Like that, I mean, a placeholder with a new column, we can give that as well. No need to worry about. In the practical part, within this table only, the table that you can see in front of my screen, within this table only we will learn all those things. So just chill and just stay with me till the end of the video. So what is the basic syntax for this? Let's write this in the whiteboard. This is the whiteboard, and today we are going to learn case when, right? Case when. And how do we going to learn about this? First thing first, let's learn from the very basics. First thing first, case when is used in select queries, right? In select queries, you have to write case when. So it is like select case when. Then you have to write the condition. I'm just writing the syntax. Condition. When this condition is applied, if this condition satisfied, then value. Okay. If you want to add one more condition, then no need to write case again. One case is enough. So case, second condition, condition 2, I am writing condition 2, then value 2, like this. And how does this end? You have to write like this, end. Okay, simple like this. Now you might be thinking, acha, else is there? Yes, else is also there. But the thing is, mostly in real life scenario, we don't use else that much. That's why I have not written in the syntax. But I know it's a basic point of view, like in basics learning point of view. So just I'm telling it here. Let me erase this. It's like else value 3. Most of the time, the thing is, if you don't write else, no worries, no worries for that, it will work. But still, you have to learn about this, because we are in a learning phase. So how this things goes on? Case when, condition, then value. Case, then you don't have to write the case when you are applying for a different, I mean second condition, no need to write a case. Okay, no need to write a case, just start with when condition 2, then value 2, else value 3, then end. Always make sure when you start writing case, complete it with end. If you don't write this, then it will throw an error. Okay. Then you can write comma and then you can write the column name. Then you can write from table where, whatever requirement you want. So this is the syntax for case when. What are the main things? Case when is written in select when you are writing a different condition, like if you are adding some different condition, no need to write case again, just start with when. That's it. Also, one more thing, let me tell you, one more thing that I want to tell you here is like when you write the different condition, I mean second condition, no need to give a comma here. Okay, no comma. Okay, no comma, no need to give a comma here. It is like case when condition, then next line when condition, then here also there is no comma. No comma should be there. It's a single line, no comma should be there, then else value. Okay, remember these things because these are the small things which if you forget it will create an error. Okay, so these are the things which we need to take care of in, I mean, case when point of view. So let's go to the theoretical part. Okay, so one more thing, case when works row by row, so else is optional, but I would say it is recommended. It's optional, recommend, but still it's recommended because we are learning right now, and writing the end wala part, end that I have written, is very much mandatory because it will throw an error if you don't write it. So lots of theory right now. Let's jump into the practical part. If you see the table in front of me, what we have employee id, employee name, department and salary. So it's like 5 rows and 4 columns. I've kept the table very small so that before writing the query and finding out the answer, you can actually create an answer in your brain and find the output. That's it. That's it. Because my main motive is that you learn about this topic in a very easy way without any issue. That's the thing. So, first example. Let's give a placeholder example. First example, because I know you all are excited for this. I want कि whose salary is greater than 60K, give high salary. Whose salary is between 40 and 59,999, give medium salary. Else, I want low salary. In this thing, what? Okay, let's write about this thing in our this note whiteboard. What things? Let me write the question. I want to give a placeholder, right? And also make sure you just keep a focus in this. Why? Because we are going to see, we are going to use this operator, plus we are going to use and between in this case when. Okay, so please keep your focus in this. So what question I need to ask, I mean what question or what requirement we need to check. First requirement is salary should be greater than equal to 60K, then high salary, right? This is the first requirement. Then if salary is between let's see what we have, 40 and 59,999. Let's take that. Okay. Salary is 40K to 59,999. Then medium salary. Else, this is the else part. We will use else as well. Else, low salary. Right. So my motive is, let's copy and paste. Where is it? Where's the table? Is it visible? Yeah. So the thing is, my motive is, let's copy and paste the table here in the whiteboard, right? Let's copy and paste the table in the whiteboard and find the output in a manual way. Because see, we have made the table very small, so that let's use it, right? What we have, what requirement we have given? We have given if the salary is greater than equal to 60K, then high salary. I am writing HS just for a time being. If the salary is between 40 and 59,999, then medium salary. So is it like 45,000 comes between 40 and 59,999? So medium salary. Then comes this, anything which is less than this two criteria. Anything which is less than this two criteria, then low salary. Then I would write LS, low salary. 80,000, is it greater than equal to 60? Yeah, it's greater than 60. 25,000, is this salary coming under any of the requirement? No, it's low salary, right? That's the thing. So what will happen, when you write the case when, a new column will be created. New column will be created. So we need to give an alias for this as well. I will show you how to write an alias in case when. So no need to worry about. Let's jump into the SQL environment and let's see what query do we have to write in real life scenario. Okay? Simple. Let's write. I need everything. So I want asterisk. I will write case when, see this, I won't be using any comma or something. Check that out. Case when salary greater than equal to 60K. Why I'm writing 60K like this? Because salary is an integer, so no need to write this comma or something. Okay? If it is in string, then yeah, it's okay. I will write then high salary. Now you might be thinking why I have written this in this single quotation mark, like string quotation mark, because obviously it's a string. That's why. Then when you want to write the second requirement, just click enter, then write when salary between 40,000 and 59,999, then medium salary. ठीक है? Complete. See, I have not used any comma here or anything. Simple. Else low salary. ठीक है? Then write end. ठीक? For for now, you might be thinking I have told you about writing an alias. We will do that thing. Whenever you're writing an alias, just write like this and you write mm, salary category. ठीक है? Simple. We have written in select format from table and we will execute it. So no need to write group by or something. It is simple. Just write the case when you will get the output. And when I execute it, salary, what happened in this? And error near this, what? Okay, just a minute. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. I have used alias in string format as well. So it's not like that. We have to, I actually have really forgot like we are writing this thing. That's why. For alias, you don't need to write the alias name in quotation mark. Actually, in the flow, I have written this. So that's why it's showing error. Now see, salary category high, medium, low, high, low. ठीक है? Let's check that here in the same way. Is it like high, medium, low, high, low? Same. We have done the same thing in manual way. Also, we have done the same thing in practical way as well, right? So this is the use of case when you write case when, this is how do you use case when, how do you give the requirement, and how SQL checks each and every salary. I mean to say, if you go and check this out, right, if you go and check this out, where is it? Yeah, if you go and check this out, what SQL does is like SQL go to each and every row and give the output. So in this way, you can easily give your requirement and you will get the output in your SQL RDBMS or in your SQL environment. So that's the thing. And also, let me tell you one thing. Right now, we have used SQL in where clause. Let me tell you one thing. In interview point of view, case when can also be used in where order by as well, right? Case when can be used in where and order by as well, because it's a filtration part. We will learn about this topics in near future. Why I have not told this in the earlier phase, why I have told this like SQL case when thing can be written in only select query or in select query wala point. Why I'm saying this? Because it's the basics part. That's why we will learn about the intermediate and advanced part of case when in near future. So stay tuned for that as well. And don't get panicked like how do we use it? It is the very simplest way. We will showcase each and every practical part of using case when in where and order by clause. And second thing which I want to tell is like always use else format, because if you don't use else, no worries, it will work. But wherever the data is not matching the condition, it will give null values. Okay, that's why I'm saying. And also let me tell you one thing, conditions are always checked from top to bottom. Okay, row by row it will check, but still it will check from top to bottom. Okay, and first matching conditions will always be executed. So that's the thing. So that's all about it in case when video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please click on the subscribe button and also the bell icon. Why I'm saying this? Because we do live stream each and every day. Whenever you have doubt related to any topic in this SQL or Python for data analytics or Power BI, just ask me your doubts in the live stream. I will help you out then and there in the live stream. Even though my mail ID and comment section are open, but still it's your flexibility and your wish. Wherever you want, you can ask your doubts, but make sure your doubts are cleared. And next thing I would say, like, please share this video to someone, like your friends or someone who is learning SQL on a daily basis or brushing up their SQL knowledge on a daily basis. Please share this video to them. It will be really helpful for them as well. So that's all about it. Let's meet tomorrow again in a new video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Happy coding, happy learning, and happy querying.